If you or someone you love uses a wheelchair, finding the right transportation provider isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about safety, dignity, and peace of mind. Not every ride service is built the same way, and knowing what to look for can make all the difference. Let's walk through exactly what a quality wheelchair-accessible provider should offer. First, look at the vehicle itself. A true wheelchair-accessible vehicle isn't a regular car with a ramp bolted on as an afterthought. It should have a hydraulic or electric lift or ramp, secure 4-point tie-down systems for the wheelchair, and enough interior space to maneuver comfortably. Ask the provider directly, how is the wheelchair secured during transport? If they can't give you a clear answer, that's a red flag. Second, consider driver training. Operating a wheelchair-accessible vehicle requires more than a standard driver's license. Drivers should be trained specifically in securement procedures, safe loading and unloading techniques, and how to assist passengers with different mobility needs, whether that's a manual wheelchair, a power wheelchair, or a scooter. Ask whether drivers receive ongoing training, not just a one-time certification. Third, think about reliability and scheduling. Medical appointments, dialysis sessions, and physical therapy don't move around your schedule, you move around theirs. A dependable provider should offer on-time pickups, confirmation calls or texts, and options for recurring rides if you need transportation multiple times a week. Ask what happens if a vehicle breaks down or a driver is running late. Is there a backup plan? Fourth, check insurance and licensing. Any legitimate NEMT provider should be properly licensed, insured, and compliant with state transportation regulations. In Washington state, that includes meeting Department of Transportation standards and, where applicable, working within Medicaid and Medicare guidelines. Don't be afraid to ask for proof of insurance or licensing information up front. Fifth, pay attention to how they treat passengers. This is the part that's hardest to measure, but it matters most. Does the driver introduce themselves? Do they ask before touching the wheelchair or assisting the passenger? Do they speak to the passenger directly rather than only to a caregiver in the room? Respect and communication are just as important as the equipment in the vehicle. Finally, read reviews and ask for references. Other patients, caregivers, and even hospital discharge planners often know which providers are consistently reliable. A quick search or a phone call can save you from a frustrating experience later. Choosing a wheelchair-accessible transportation provider is about more than convenience. It's about trusting someone with a family member's safety and comfort. Ask questions, check credentials, and don't settle for a provider that treats mobility equipment as an afterthought. At Beyond Ride, we built our vehicles, our training, and our scheduling around exactly these standards because every passenger deserves a ride that respects their independence.